Hey guys, Tyler here with my 2005 Chevy Silverado that I just washed and waxed here. But today I'm going to show you another step on how you can get an even deeper clean on your daily driver or show car. So a lot of people don't know, but there is something on the market right now called Clay Bar or Clay Kit. It's something that's been around for a little while, but it's not really well known. And you may ask, what does a Clay Kit or Clay Bar do? Well, basically what it is it's a special clay slash like wax mixture that's designed to pull little tiny microscopic bits of like dirt and sand out of your paint. So you can wash your car and wax it, but what you're actually doing is kind of missing all of the stuff that's stuck in the paint. So this is going to be all your really small stuff that's actually in the clear coat. So as you can see, the paint looks pretty clean, but as I'm going to show you here in a second, you can use the Clay Kit and actually pull more dirt out of the paint that you can't even really see. And so you may ask, why is this important? Why should I use the Clay Kit? And the whole idea of it is that you don't want to use a buffer or wax on your car when you still have a little bit of dirt left in the clear coat, because then there's a possibility that you could pick that dirt up and drag it around on your paint and create really small scratches. Plus, it's just better to have your car be 100% clean. So like I said, I just washed the Silverado, so what we're going to go ahead and do now is just use the Clay Kit, and I'll show you guys how it works. So like I said earlier, today I'm going to be using Mother's Clay Kit. Meguiar also makes their own version of the same thing basically, and this kit is going to come with your 2 clay bars. This has 2 100-gram clay bars. Comes with an instant detailer that's going to be used as a lubricant to lubricate the paint while we drag the clay across it, and then it's also going to come with a microfiber towel to dry up the wax that's left over. So I'm going to go ahead and switch cameras and show you how it's done. Alright guys, so when you get the Clay Kit, the clay is going to typically come in a package kind of like this. As you can see, it comes in like its own little plastic wrap. But what you're going to want to do is take it out of that and then just kind of flatten it out like so. Just make it wider. You can kind of move it around with your fingers. It's kind of like Play-Doh, pretty much. So what you're going to want to do is just kind of make it a little bit wider so it's easier to use. And then you're going to go ahead and start applying it to the vehicle with the wax. So I'll go ahead and show you now. So areas on the bottom of your vehicle, kind of where the tire is going to kick up a lot of dirt, like as you can see down here by the rockers, there's going to be a lot of like little stuff stuck in the paint. So it's really important that you use a lot of the spray wax to really lubricate the area, because you don't want to drag the clay on the paint. You're really just going to let it kind of glide across really smooth, and you're not really putting any kind of pressure. You're basically just letting the clay just ride right across the paint using the wax to lubricate it. And you'll actually start to feel the Clay Kit kind of pull all of the dirt out of the paint. So as you can see, I'm just running it across real smooth. Like I said, you don't have to apply any kind of real pressure. You're just keeping the wax or the clay really just from falling out of your hand pretty much. And after you run over the paint a couple times, it's going to start getting easier and easier to slide the clay bar across the paint, and eventually it'll be like completely smooth. So as you can see, pretty much all done here. And then, which you never would have noticed it before, but as you can see, there was a lot of dirt stuck in that rocker panel at the bottom of the door right there. So as you can see, this is why it's really important to use a Clay Bar kit, because all of this dirt that was just stuck on that panel, if I had used like an orbital buffer or even just a microfiber and, you know, ran it across the paint, I would have been possibly dragging all of this dirt into the rest of my paint and creating small scratches. So now I'm just going to go over that same area with the microfiber towel, sorry, and just clean up all the wax that's left over. So after you actually dry up all the wax, a good test on if your paint has all of the contaminants out of it is you're just going to take the back of your fingers and just run it across the paint once it's completely dry and it has no wax on it anymore. And if you don't feel any kind of like blemishes in the paint, if it just feels totally smooth, kind of like how glass would feel if you ran your fingers across it, that's how you know that you got all of your contaminants out. And now you can go ahead and continue on to the second step, which would be putting some actual paste wax or a heavier wax on the vehicle so you can get the best shine out of it, or even a polish with an orbital buffer or polisher. So if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and leave them down below. Like I said, Meguiar makes their own kit, but this one was the Mother's kit that you can get at Walmart, online, pretty much anywhere. Like I said, if you guys have any questions at all, leave them down below. Thanks.